What's going on, gang? This is Ian, your very friendly neighborhood Viking, coming back at you with another motivational Monday video. I am here to just give you tips and try to help you guys in your musical career journey. I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm taking a working man's approach, and a lot of the things that I tell you, actually all of the things that I tell you, are all things I have done or am now currently doing. So we're on this journey together. I'm not the greatest at anything that I'm doing, but I work my ass off to try to do it. Hopefully you guys are doing the same thing, and hopefully we can all succeed. Just in case you guys weren't familiar with the format, I just wanted to preface this video with that right there. So, how are you guys doing this awesome Monday afternoon, or whenever you're watching this, if you believe it's a 2 p.m. premiere? This week we're gonna talk about something that I don't quite think gets overlooked, but I also don't think it gets taken as seriously as it should. And during this whole year, basically, you should have been sinking your teeth into more of this, and it's if music videos are still worth it, if video content in general is still worth it. You know, what we can do, maybe some things that can help you turn it around and boost your social media profiles and things like that. So let's get right on in. Before we do that, I need you guys to go right here, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on so you're getting all of the content that we're pushing out to you guys every single week. Hit the damn bell. In the description of this video, there are 3 more links to our Instagram, Facebook, and Spotify. Go there, follow them, like them, whatever you gotta do, just click the buttons and you are automatically entered to win something for free from us. We have this contest going on right now where for every new 100 followers, collectively, we will choose one and we will give you something for free. We don't know which platform we're gonna pick from, so make sure you sign up on all of them so you can get something for free from us. So last week I talked to you guys about giving you some Instagram tips and how to kind of excel through that. Since Instagram is such a popular tool, everybody uses it, and if you're not using it, you should. And a lot of people kind of get overtaken by the fact that they don't know what to do. On something like Facebook, it's very easy because you just kind of type out what you want and that's that. With Instagram, you kind of have to be a little bit more creative, but you can do almost the same amount of things, just in a much more creative way. So if you haven't watched that video, please go back, give it a watch. It's like 10 minutes long and it's gonna help you out, I promise. But today, you wanna know if making videos is even worth it right now. Should I even make a music video? Should my band make a music video? I'm a singer-songwriter. Should I be putting, video content out? Or maybe we don't have any music videos, but we want to put video content out. We just don't know what to do. You want to know, is it even worth your time? And I'm here to tell you, yes. Oh my fucking God. Yes. Is it worth your time? It is one of the most important things you should be doing right now. And let's just get that shit out in the open. You need to be making video content weekly at least. Okay, I'm over it, I'm back. Now, I have run into the situation where I have talked to other bands and I've seen a couple of shitnecks on the internet say,
well, I don't want to do that, I just want to focus on music. Some of us are creative types and don't want to do video content.
You, all right? I don't even want to hear that shit. We're all creative types. But either you're gonna get with the program or you're gonna get left in the dust. Now, I'm speaking that from a very minimal social media standpoint. We don't have a lot, but we try to be very creative and consistent with the things that we do. Our stuff is always growing, but that's because we're constantly doing something. I'm not one of those stubborn dicks that just refuses to get with the fucking program because I don't wanna make video content. You don't wanna make it? That's fine. If it's not your bag, that's okay. Find somebody else in the band who is, who's more apt to doing stuff like that, and get with it, man. People want to see you play your instrument. They want to watch rehearsals. They want to see, FAQs. They want parts of you that you aren't giving them. And if you're not giving them just on the sole basis that you're a stubborn dickhead, then you. And that's as crass as I can make it, but that's honestly how you should look at it. Especially now in the last few years, video is king. That's where it's at. That's what people want. Facebook watch, IGTV, YouTube, that's the shit, you know, or TikTok, that's a huge thing right now. If you're not messing with them because you're too stubborn, then you don't deserve to be successful when it comes to stuff like that. And like I said, this is my opinion. You can tell me to get that's fine. If you're trying to stay relevant in these times, and if you're trying to succeed in these times, these are definitely the platforms you need to look at. Those four: Facebook Watch, IGTV, YouTube, TikTok, and Snapchat. That's another good one too. And that's a really good way to promote anything else you have. If you have a video like on YouTube that comes out, you can take a clip of that and you can put it on Snapchat and put links to it. That's awesome. You can't do that entirely with Instagram unless you have, I think, 10,000 plus followers on Instagram. Then you can link things in your bio and stuff like that. Or, I'm sorry, you can link things in your story, I believe. But I think you have to be checkmarked or certified or whatever the hell it is. You have to have that. Video content is definitely where it's at. I can tell you right now, I fall down the Facebook Watch rabbit hole all of the time, almost every day. I'll just open it up to watch one random thing, and the next thing I know, I've been there for an hour watching who the hell knows what. I watched Gordon Ramsay bitch 38 people out, you know, or whatever the hell it is I'm watching. It's very easy to fall down that hole. And if your video is in that hole, hey, that's a good thing. People will probably watch it. As long as your content is good and it's got some kind of value, you're good. Like, that's it. It doesn't even have to be crazy well edited. It doesn't have to be an expensive video. Like, nothing. You just have to create and at least make it semi-valuable and entertaining. Like, you're good. That's all it takes. Back in the old days, if you were in a band and you had like a music video, you were big shit. To other local bands, like, you were the shit. You have a video? Holy, that's insane. How much does that cost? You might as well tell me it was $1 million. That's how it was back then, but it's not how it is now. I mean, making videos is easy. Everybody's got a cell phone. Almost all of them shoot 4K. You have no reason to not have a video. That's the huge benefit of things that are now. Like, it sucks that we can't do shows and all this stuff, but you have all this other time to put into the other things like content creation. And I don't mean just videos, I don't mean just Instagram, but like, while you can't tour and things like that, sinking your time into content creation, I think that's where you should be using your time. And as long as you're doing that, you're using it wisely, at least in my opinion. And the thing with video stuff is that everybody does it. Everybody vlogs. Do people even still say vlog? But everybody does that, you know what I mean? Like, and that's great because you have that. You have the tool. All you have to do is put the thing to work. What you have in a band is awesome because that's not things that people see every single day. And they like that shit. And they like to see what it's like to be in a band, especially if they're not in one. They like to see that. And other bands like to peep on other bands. Don't let them bullshit you because they want to see what gear you're using. They want to see what you're doing so they can incorporate that to their shit too. So don't let them lie. Now, like I said before, like, everything has been shut down due to the COVID thing. Nobody's really doing shows, you know. So using that time where you've been down to sink into video content creation and things like that, that is time very well spent. That's what I've done in the last however many months. I've learned so many different programs. I've learned how to edit, kinda. I've learned a lot of different things like that. And that's great because I needed that. I was focusing so much on just trying to get shows and things like that, but this helped me focus on that and to write and to get things recorded and learning recording software and all that shit. It did help me in some way. Now, in doing your video content creation, it's not just creating silly videos and stuff like that. It's creating content that you can push. It's your music. It's, you know, different things like that. If you have programs that you create or, you know, whatever it may be, it's not just here's a video of us at rehearsal. No, you can obviously create your own music videos. You can make lyric videos. You can make videos where it's just a still frame and it's just your music playing. But that's a really simple, quick, easy, and cost-effective way for you to push your content. So think about it like that, and then you should also think about it outside of the box as well. Just other avenues of creating content. Silly things actually get great response from people because it isn't pushing the normal thing that you usually are, which is, you know, your music. That's gonna actually lead me to my next thing, is to not be spammy. When you post things every day and it's just your music, or it's like your band name or it's branding or something like that, it comes across as spammy. And people don't like that. They will turn notifications off for your channel or your post or your Instagram or whatever it may be. And they don't want to see it because it's like, oh, it's just another thing, you know. Creating content that doesn't seem spammy is a really important part of doing this whole content creation thing. And you want it to seem branding, you want it to seem not spammy, and you want it to seem interesting. And it takes a little bit to kind of work all those out to get them dialed in specifically for you, because not everybody is the same. Some people are different, some pages are different, you know what I mean? If you're in a band that's like, maybe like a black metal band, usually there's a no smiling rule in a black metal band, and if you're doing silly things left and right, like, it might come off different. But also, that could be cool because it's outside of the norm, and people might dig that a lot more. So you just have to kind of try things and see what works. That spam thing also will lead me into my next point, which is what's called the 33% rule. And this is something I heard about a year ago or something like that. And you're basically splitting your posts and your content up into 3 different groups. Okay, you have branding, behind the scenes, and personal. Let's just say you're posting 3 times a day. One of those posts should be your brand. It should be something about your band. It should be your logo or your band name or something to do with the branding of what you're doing. The second one should be a behind the scenes thing, like maybe you guys in rehearsal, or maybe you guys warming up for a gig. There's just something random like that, you know what I mean? The third thing should be something that's a bit more personal, but it's something that you or whoever in the band is like, it's something they're comfortable with. Okay, maybe you at home with your dog or cat or whatever the hell you want to do. Something personal like that, that lets people in to the very innards of your life. And people like that, and I've said that before, people like that because people are weird and they're creepy. You know, they like that shit. Keep that in mind when you are creating content on a daily basis, which you should. You should be at least posting randomly to whatever your social media stuff, I would say 5 times a week. You know, I wouldn't do any less than that. But video stuff, I would do, like if you're doing something like this, like a legit, you know, YouTube video, at least once a week if you can. You know, I understand that it takes time and all that stuff, but if you can do once a week at least, I would. I try to do 1 to 2 times a week. Mostly it's 1, but sometimes it's 2. You know, I am very busy. The difference with Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. With Instagram, you can kind of do unscripted, silly stuff, you know what I mean? And nobody's gonna take it too seriously. With Facebook, you're gonna go maybe a little bit more professional, and that's a loose term when I say it because you can literally share the same stuff, you know, from Instagram to Facebook, and it'll get the same, if not better, reactions. In my brain, Facebook makes me think of maybe a little bit more professional of a platform. YouTube, you want it to be professional because that's the representation that you want of your band or of yourself or whatever you're doing. The thing that a lot of people don't take into account is that not only is YouTube great for pretty much any video you possibly need, people use it for a search tool. And it's actually the second largest search tool there is. People use Google and then they go to YouTube because YouTube has everything. It has an instructional on anything. A lot of people don't want to read, they go to YouTube and they just watch a video on it. So keep that in mind when you're creating content and the specific platforms that you're posting to. That's why video content is so important. That's why everybody should be on top of it, doing it every single day or week or whatever fits your profession. You want the best possible representation of yourself or of your band. So think about it and use those tips to help you grow and to help you look the best that you possibly can. So in short, our video is worth it. Yeah, every single time. Yes. So please take this stuff and run with it. See what you guys can come up with. If you disagree with me, you can tell me to off in the comments, whatever you want to do. That's going to be it for me this week, guys. I want to say thank you very much for sticking around. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on. You go into the description of this video and you just sign up for the 3 other social media platforms that we're using: Instagram, Facebook, and Spotify. Please sign up so you can get something for free. I hope you guys have an amazing Monday. I hope you have an even better rest of the week, and I'll see you next time. Later.